cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by our commentators, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. It's Tyrod Taylor.
There's so many attributes to Tyrod Taylor's game that we like. The mobility, a good, accurate arm, really has a good presence on the field. But one of the things that we really need to focus in on is grit, his tenacity. He wasn't supposed to be the starter for the Buffalo Bills. He went out and earned that job with a stellar preseason.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's the offensive unit at heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Deep drop. He's going to look deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's complete to Lockett. And he's brought down after a good game. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Second down following the incompletion. Here's Thomas Ross with his first carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
After the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Taylor. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now to kick it away for Buffalo. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. This is taken around the 12. Oh, what a move. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator, because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down after a good game. They'll get 23 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And the Bills getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
Here's McCoy. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And Seahawks get the quick.
Well-executed post route.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Taylor is out, and coming in is the former Florida State Seminole E.J. Manuel. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. It's complete to Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rolls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
End zone caught. Touchdown, CA. Doug Baldwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Again, it's McCoy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This will be fielded at the 17. A beautiful fake. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Rawls. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after...
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Seahawks are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Bills didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 44-yard line. Baldwin's in to make the catch in traffic, and he's going to go 56 yards for the score. Seahawks push the lead to 10. We go to the second quarter. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Wagner's is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Wilson's on point with the throw, and this play goes for a score. Seahawks push the lead to 17. Seahawks on offense midway through the second. Lockett's found on the quick pass, and the pass and catch will end up going for 26 yards. They go on to kick a field goal to end the drive. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning past him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Doug Baldwin and company getting ready to go again on offense. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And this will be incomplete. And, you know, one storyline that will be interesting to track, just switching gears here for a second while we have a moment, is 7 coaches with new teams this year in the NFL. See how that plays out as the regular season gets going.
And they got to their present assignment so many different ways. Chip Kelly getting a second opportunity in the NFL after Philadelphia. He's in San Francisco now. Ben McAdoo's offense was so good in New York, they retained him and moved him up after Tom Coughlin left. How about going to Cleveland? Hugh Jackson. He now gets to work with Robert Griffin III and try to resurrect the Browns. And Adam Gase, the quarterback whisperer, takes over in Miami with Ryan Tannehill.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. A running play for Rawls. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Michael taking it in. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that stretches the lead to 27. Now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's McCoy fighting through. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Manuel. And this is going to be incomplete. Reggie Bush was the intended target. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is fielded at the 27. Quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll get 32 yards there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
And that stretches the lead to 27. Now to send this one away following the score. Here's Tate to return. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Taylor to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. And not a good performance by them or by their offense, for that matter. It just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter is, having played defense, your pride says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers could be pointed on both sides. Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good game. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll hand to Rawls. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. 6 yards still to go here on second and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now to send this one away following the score. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. It's hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. They've had a day that they probably want to forget. Maybe it's a good thing it's a day game because they've got the night maybe to wash this one away.
There's always a thing called the 24-hour rule, win or lose, right, that you're supposed to have 24 to absorb and then let it go. Yeah, the clock starts a little bit earlier when you play a day game, right, and they can let this thing go and move on from there.
Wilson wants to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Watkins alone on the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Let's go. Brad 38. Brad
shot for Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And, Charles, just a blowout in every sense of the word here in this one.
Okay, cliche alert. Right from the opening whistle. As soon as they kicked the ball off, one team was ready to play. The other definitely was not.
Well, you got to use cliches with this one. I mean, it's not often you see a game this lopsided in the NFL.
All we know is that at the end, one team was winning going away, and the other one just wanted to go away.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so.